Guys, this is Sean Boss Kim. How you doing, guys? It's been a long time since I haven't made any videos. Today I come to you with an apology, but without excuses, because I don't want to act like a fucking loser, so I won't give you any excuses. I'm not gonna say I didn't have enough time. I'm just gonna say I had decided to focus on some of my other businesses because my business is expanding like crazy. I own the second biggest Bitcoin mine in Korea, and it's been just a wonderful journey so far. And I've decided to make this video because there is something. Now, what if I told you that there's something that's blocking you, a specific thing inside your mental programming that's blocking you from, that is keeping you away from the things that you dream of? And what if I told you that you're not aware of it? Now, suppose there's this specific mental negative programming and the source of it, where you're blinded and you're not able to see that you have them. Now, you could pretend for a moment that if you had such a problem and you weren't aware of it, then you would probably understand that you would feel like a victim. And how fucked up is it that you have this mental programming and you're a victim, but you're working hard every day, but you're not able to get what you want in your life? That would be terrible, would it not? Now, this is precisely why I'm here. And because I have the willpower and I've decided to share the source of that problem and the solution, we can all come up with a great solution and solve this problem, tackle this main problem that we have. Now, there's a book that I'm reading these days. It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. This is a legendary book. I'm not affiliated with this book in any way. I'm not running this channel to get advertising money or anything. So I don't have any obligation to you, but I'm just doing as my passion. One of my many passions is to share valuable information with the people who need them, the people who are looking for them. And in that sense, you might realize that this is not a coincidence. You're listening to these words, which means nothing is a coincidence anyway. And all you have to do is just enjoy the message that I have to share with you. And how wonderful would it be just to relax and listen to the words coming out of my mouth, in terms of finding this little bug that you have in your mentality that's been plaguing you, that's been keeping you away from your dreams. Now imagine for a second that you have a problem, but you don't even know you have a problem. Suppose you have this negative program in your brain, but you're not able to realize you have it. What would it be like to know that finally you see the problem and you're able to fix it with a very quick fix, very easy, and you have the ability and the talent and the natural ability to detox yourself from these negative toxins, negative mental toxins in your body? Now, world-renowned researchers in psychology, they did some studies, and this is what I found in this book. They discovered that an average human being growing up in an average middle-class family has been fed a negative message that says no, that has no as a basic messaging. By the time they're 18, how many times do you think a normal person living in a middle-class family would hear the word no, or things that you couldn't do, things that you're not able to do, things that you're not supposed to do, all of these things? How many times during the day do you think people would be fed up with these messages? Imagine a number in your head. It's going to be 10,000 times, maybe 5,000 times. What do you think? Now, they did a statistical study and they came out with the number that an average person, when they're born, they are fed constantly, they are bombarded with, check this out, 148,000 negative messages until by the age you are 18 years old. Now that is way way more negativity that you ever could detox in your life. And then they said, even if you're lucky and you're born in a successful family, positive people, you still get at least 100,000 negative messages by the time you're 18. If you're really lucky in a very exceptional, unique family background, you still be exposed to 50,000 mental toxic radiation of a thought. Now a human being, I don't know about you, but a person can understand that there's only a certain amount of negativity that a person can digest in a day. Now it doesn't matter if it's like 148,000 times or 50,000 times, it doesn't matter. There's way too much negativity that anybody can detox. You know what I'm saying? So here's the facts. You get way too much negativity, so now negativity becomes normalized. You realize this? Realize this? Now what happens to a person that's been in a hot bathtub? Okay, if you jump in the hot bathtub, what happens? You go, oh my god, that's too hot, right? What about 5 minutes? What about after 10 minutes? What happens? You go, well, it's okay. I mean, it's not that hot anymore. How about if you stay 18 years? How about stay 48 years in negativity? Do you think you still feel the temperature of that hot bathtub? And you know what the obvious answer is. Now, these people, they asked normal citizens, how many times do you remember hearing a positive message from somebody who says, okay, yes, you can do this, you have greatness within you, believe in yourself? When was the last time they ever told you this? But I don't know about you, but as an average human being, most people go like, I can't even remember when was the last time I heard that. Maybe 3-4 times in my whole life. This is the answer that normal people, please don't get me wrong, but I don't know if you can understand that. Normal people, and it doesn't matter if you heard it 50, 500,000 times in your life, but it's way too little compared to the negative message system that you get, negative messages that you get through the entire society, is it not? Now just look at this. Now, we all know that we need to detox our body from the toxins from in our foods, in our air, in our water. We talk about detox all the time. There are so many detoxing programs out there. You realize this? But what happens? What's up with detoxing your mind? How come there are no organizations that are helping you detoxing your mind with unique, strong, not mediocre, but strong mental programs? Yeah, they keep feeding you good messages saying, yeah, you gotta try hard, work harder. But is that why you were born? Were you born to just do labor? Are you a working machine like an ant? Are you some sort of engine that produces money for your family? So what are you here for? If working hard, working diligently worked, then anybody would be successful at this point, would it not? So what is the freaking secret then? Why? So let's I think it's important that we realize, first of all, why are this negative messaging system so powerful? Realize that the first source of negativity are your parents, but I'm sorry. You shouldn't really focus on the fact that they come from your parents because they did it for your protection. But you know what? Find yourself understanding that because they loved you, because they did it for your protection, that's why everything that they said was for your benefit, so you accepted them without any filters because they're undetectable. That's especially why you start being fed negative messages, such as the other day I was coming up in my apartment, and then I saw this little girl. I saw this little mom saying to the little girl, and the girl was running happily, and then she said, hey, stop running, you're gonna fall. Hey, don't fall down like last time. Stop running, which translates as a child whose unconscious mind is more active. What do you think is going to trigger? How that message, imagine that message being like a seed growing into the real message, which means don't run or you will fail. Are you able to understand the subconscious messaging system between when you really find what these messages mean? You'll be shocked how powerful they can be. Now, my little Donald is over here, is bored. Regardless now. So then what is the source of all this negativity? First, we already talked about, they come from parents. Don't blame them. They did it because they protected you. They wanted to love you. But they all grew up in families like that. Okay, so it's not their fault. But just because it's not their fault, that doesn't mean, your failure can be justified, because you're going to pay the price for your failure. Nobody's going to be able to take responsibility for you not being able to get or achieve the happiness, the money, the bank account, the people that you can meet, everything that you ever wanted to experience. Nobody's going to reimburse you for that. Okay, so stop blaming your parents. Second source of negativity, brothers and sisters. You know why? Remember, they grew up within the same family as you. Another source. Take a guess. What do you think? Your teachers. Teachers at school. They don't know. They don't know nothing. They know about math, but they grew up in a similar background, bombarded by negativity. Next source. Take a guess. That's right. Your friends. And as soon as you realize they grew up in the same family background, similar, not too different, you begin to see why. What's the next source? People just walking around you, talking about, complaining, stuff. Oh, it's too hot. Man, fuck this weather, man, it's too hot. People say that all the time. It's too cold. What do you want? When it's hot, I go like, wow, this is free sauna. I'm sweating like crazy, man. Look at my skin. It's detoxifying automatic. I just love it. This is gonna make me look sexier. It's awesome. It's just free sauna. It's free sauna, man. I feel the health. Remember the people who actually think like that, who actually are automatically inclined to think like that, who detoxify themselves through listening again and again subconscious positive messages, looking for books or YouTube channels who are sharing things like this. Okay? Repetition, as Tony Robbins says, repetition is the mother of skill. Basics of autosuggestion. What's the next source? Take a guess. That's right. TV programs, advertisement. You turn on the TV, you see the world, and they keep feeding you with these messages saying why this society cannot be prosperous. They just give answers such as, why can't we be peaceful? Why can't we succeed? Why can't we have a fair society? Why are the politicians always corrupt? And they never talk about good things. So you're constantly bombarded by these negative messages all around you. And when this becomes normalized, that's when you might not even be able to filter these out. These people who did the studies, they say 77% of your thoughts, whether conscious or unconscious, thoughts that you have in a 24-hour time frame, they work against you and your objectives. You want a better life, you want a better relationship, you want a better position, job, car, you want to build a better hotel, you have better dreams. Well, 70%, how are you going to achieve them if 70% of your thoughts are toxic? And then they got together with the doctors and they came out with this conclusion. Check this out. They say, and I'm pretty sure a person can, understand that the source of all disease is, well, the obvious answer is stress, including cancer, stomach cancer, breast cancer, whatever. And the rest of the other percent is environmental. Now, what is this little thing called stress? Now, please hear me out here. I want you to discover for yourself that the knowledge that I share here with you is very deep, very important knowledge that you may already have known, but the fact that I'm reminding you here will create a big difference. Remember, repetition is the mother of skill. Knowing and doing is a two different thing. When you repeat, it goes into your subconscious mind. Realize yourself understanding that when you repeat these messages again and again, your subconscious mind starts to allowing yourself to become successful automatically, doesn't it? Find yourself enjoying the benefits of positive message systems included in these videos. Now, stress. What's the definition of stress? Think about this for a second. This is going to be kind of fun. Remember that when you have a lot of negative thoughts, you start feeling bad. How do you feel when you start complaining? Oh man, I really like that girl, but she hates me. I'm not tall enough for that girl. Okay? Man, it's a fucked up weather today, fucked up weather tomorrow, fucked up society. Man, how do you feel when you say that in your head? 100 times, 1,000 times. How does your body feel? How does your body, your health feel? Now you can imagine how easy it is to understand that when you keep producing these negative thoughts, you start feeling bad. Now, when this bad feeling starts to accumulate, that turns into stress. So stress is nothing but a very compressed, dark, powerful form of negative thoughts, is it not? And a person can, understand that stress, which is a compressed form of negative thoughts inside your mind, is literally, and don't get me wrong, and you really shouldn't think too deep about this because it's very easy to understand unless you want to make things very difficult. You should remember that stress, you should remember that negative thoughts is literally killing you. It's literally taking away everything that you could have experienced. What are some of the things that you could have experienced? What are some of the people that you wanted to meet? What are some of the people that you wanted to have fun with, honestly? What are some of the dreams that you had? They're all taken away because of stress and negative thoughts. They're literally killing you, not only your dreams, but your potential and your health. Cancer is caused by stress, is it not? So now you know. And every time you remember that the topics that we discuss here, such as stress, are the reasons why a lot of the things that you want to get are not coming to you, then you begin to look for solutions within the knowledge and wisdom that I'm sharing with you, and seek for solutions right here, not somewhere too far from you, 20,000 miles away, 20 years from now, 7 books away. No, they're right here, right in front of you. Realize this is not a coincidence. And I know you're wondering, well, how powerful can this knowledge can be? And I know you're wondering, then how do we fix it? And because I really want you to obtain your goals, and because I haven't charged you any money, I don't owe you any obligation, but I'm doing as one of my mini passions. So I don't know when my next video will come up, but then at least today I have 100% confidence that you will get a starting point, a solution. And if you decide to come back to my channel, look for more videos and watch more things repeatedly again and again, you can begin to realize that you can discover for yourself how this powerful knowledge can get into your subconscious mind. And that, my friend, find yourself experiencing a powerful detoxifying effect, which eventually, you may or may not know, it'll change the size of your bank account. It'll change the shape of your abs. It'll change the face of your future boyfriend and girlfriend, my friend. And this, that's something that could really, really, really give me a great sense of achievement. Now, what is the solution? Now, as you use your willpower to quit drinking and quit smoking and do something you didn't do before, so you can use this willpower to, very simple, just simply block the toxic people and block the toxic TV shows and block the toxic content you see on the internet. And in the same way, as soon as you start using your willpower to look for people who are awake, to look for content that is empowering you, and listen not to 3,000 different messages, but just one message again and again, by the law of autosuggestion, by the law of attraction, you will fortify. So the important thing is not to listen and read in 3,000 books. It's not to study every guru who's out there somewhere far away in the distant future. The secret, as a wise man once said, this wise man called Bruce Lee said, he's never afraid of a person who knows 3,000 different kinds of kicks, but he says he might be afraid of a person who's practiced one kick 3,000 times. I want you to discover for yourself what that means. Now, before you complain about how your willpower is weak and you can't quit smoking, detoxify your mind. Use your willpower to listen to these messages again and again automatically. You don't need to pay attention, just leave it on during the day. At night when you sleep, your subconscious mind is always awake. Isn't it true that when you're driving a car and you're having a good time with your girlfriend, having a conversation, and then listening to some nice songs, you still arrive safely at a place you want to get? Don't you? Who do you think is driving the car at that moment when you're focusing on your girlfriend's stories and your favorite song? That's your subconscious mind, automatic mind. What if I told you that you could automatically become successful, be at the right place at the right time, talking to the right people, and allow you to achieve the right, most optimistic, most optimized dreams? Realize that this is my method and this is something that I really need to share with you. I need to tell you that you must stick to something that you have right in front of your eyes. If you want to become successful, then you'll begin to do this. And you could always do this, will you not? This is a very powerful messaging system, even though sometimes some people might say, well, it doesn't look that powerful. There's a difference between knowing something and being able to do it and doing it. Now realize that the more you know something again and again, repeatedly, just try your best not to do it. You will end up doing it. The only thing you gotta do is just feed yourself, use your willpower to block yourself from the toxic programming, block yourself from the toxic people, block yourself from the toxic TV programming, and listen. And use your willpower to repeatedly listen to the people and the programming, perhaps people like Tony Robbins, for example, or a person like Les Brown. There are many people like that. But I believe that a lot of the traditional methods where these people say, oh, you gotta work hard. Here's a meditation method that works hard, that makes you work hard. No, I believe that that's not good enough. If working hard was the simple solution, then anybody could have done it. Just ask your father if he never worked hard. He worked hard for you. I can promise you that. If that was a simple answer, then probably anybody would be successful at this point. But we all know that that's not true. You shouldn't really force yourself to accept this message unless you really want to change and get yourself to the next level. And I don't know if you can really become a sponge of absorption, and that genius that you have, that I believe it's inside you, that I believe the seed of greatness that's inside you. I don't know if you can really feel it, but whether you can feel it or not, it doesn't matter. And as you take action and do something differently from what you did before, so can you begin to notice changes little by little. So I know that you can use your willpower, and I really want you to obtain your goals. You can subscribe or you can hit like. Now, if this video has been of help to you, then when you subscribe and you hit like, it'll be a little bit of a motivation to me. But please understand that I'm not doing this for YouTube views. As a matter of fact, if you're unmotivated and if you don't have a vision and if you don't know why you're alive, please get the fuck away from my channel, because this is not for you. It's not your time. Okay, it's not your time. If you're angry about what I said, it's probably this is not for you. But the people who see opportunity, the people who want to change, the people who are willing to, who have the courage to take action and keep listening and focusing, even though sometimes it might be boring, even though sometimes it might be difficult, a little bit difficult. People are looking for support from the inside. Then subscribe to my channel, hit like, even though it's not something that is necessary for me to do, because I don't depend on outside motivation. I don't depend on this channel. Just please realize that I don't owe you anything. I just do it because I simply want to do it. I want to provide a service. Okay? There's no ad money that I'm getting. Please realize that, and I want you to completely be focused and have a great day. And please, for the next week, this is a little homework. If you allow yourself, you just want to allow your natural genius, your natural positivity come out from your heart. Okay? If you really want to do that, then you can experience this whole program as a game. What's it like when, a difficult problem turns out to be very easy to fix? Okay, just pretend for a moment that 18 years, 34 years of negativity, however as many years of negativity, can be fixed very fast. Just pretend for a moment. Okay. Then you should remember that you should use your willpower to monitor your thoughts for a week. See who talks about negative things. See the hidden negative programming inside the TV programs you see and the Facebook posts that you read. Monitor negativity around you. Distinguish the negativity. And you really should start using your willpower to start blocking them and filling them with much more useful content that is not just strong, but very strong, awake, and unique. And in this way, I really want you to have a great day and a successful day. I really appreciate you paying attention for 28 minutes, and I'll see you next time whenever I feel the passion to create another video. Thank you so much and have a great day. Thank you.